Greetings, members, one and all of the Salvation Nation, with brand new offerings from the Germania Mint, new allegories, and a new beast. Let's explore! As they have done in the past, the Germania Mint certainly is breaking boundaries and on the cutting edge of technology as well as themes for their products. I love that they are consistent. And I have a surprise offering here that we've not seen in a couple of years with the new beast. But before we get to the beast, which you've already kind of seen an example of here, let's get to the new allegories. This is quite an offering here by the Germania Mint. This is a series that has been happening since 2019. You know, they have the Germania product, but they also have Germania paired as well with other nations around the world. And the Germania Mint is second to none in terms of their quality, as we have seen throughout. And they've been kind enough to send these to certain of us in the community, content creators, to share with you with their products. And this is the latest offering here. This is the personification of Polonia and Germania. And it is quite appropriate and special because the Germania Mint is actually out of Poland, who would have lied in the region of Germania in a foregone era. And so, yes, indeed, Polonia and Germania is the fifth coin from the Germania Mint's Allegories series. And though not released right now, they will be coming very soon from their major distributors and bullion dealers that sell these. And I will post a link to the Germania Mint's website so you can peruse and find a list of those dealers if you're interested. The whole series depicts personifications of countries around the world in a form of beautiful, sensual, and strong women. And this is by no means an exception. Beautiful look at Polonia there along with Germania. Amazing job indeed. The allegories come and created in one diameter of 38.61 millimeter and 4 different heights and weights. That's just it. That's what makes this so special as well, too. I have one of these medals, and by the way, they are fantasy coins or medals, and I'll get to that here in a moment. But I do have one of those in a 10-ounce version that is absolutely amazing, stunningly thick, the thickest metal out there ever produced. And it is certainly something. It's very expensive, but if you want to collect the whole series with all the different sizes, or heights in this case, and weights, that is the way to do it. From 3 millimeters, as you can see here for the 1-ounce coin, for the 10-ounce, to 25.85 millimeters for the 10-ounce coin. That's almost the diameter of certain coins out there and the height of the coin, which is exceptional not only because of its thickness. The blanks from which it has been minted were processed manually. That's one of the reasons why they are so expensive. So the obverse presents the personifications of Polonia and Germania, and the passive female figure embodying the kingdom of Poland was considered to be imbued with divinity. In this artistic vision of Germania Mint, she's holding a large shield with an eagle, portraying victory and strength. The eagle has been part of the emblem from Germania Mint since the first Polish city was founded. Lady Polonia's head adorned with a crown and symbol of kings, while Germania's crown with a branch and an oak. The tree that has accompanied her from the very beginning of the series, both heroes stand proudly close to each other, signaling equality and friendship between the two cultures. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Wow. Fascinating. And you can see there, they're not holding hands, but close together. And we've seen that in prior designs in the past. Very well done, indeed, with this design. And then we have the reverse of the series, as we've come to know and love throughout the series, with the fantasy denomination of 5 mark there. The image of the reverse is a coat of arms representing moral principles and noble values. Germania was a historical land, and has never been an official country. That's why the Germanian Mint decided to create their own interpretation of its coat of arms. Its symbols and design are a creative creation of their imagination. It has been created in accordance with the applicable heraldry rules. The crown shield has been divided into 4 parts, from which each has a traditional meaning precisely defined by heraldry. The shield itself is a symbol of truth, loyalty, and trust. The crown depicts authority and nobility as well as chivalry. Germania's mint's visualization of the bicephalic eagle, which is a Roman mythological symbol associated with Janus, the god of all origins, guardians of doors, gates, passages, and bridges, patron of contracts and alliances. And again, that's mythology, and none of that should be put above the reality of what we know to be real by scripture and the like. But nonetheless, heads facing opposite sides symbolize the past and the future with that bicephalic eagle. And we've seen that on the Germania. That is the reverse of the Germania issue. That is also an annual design change. The check pattern refers to wisdom and prudence, characteristic of every noble sovereign. The gold ribbon with 3 flowers representing determining values of a strong and independent nation, unity, integrity, and freedom. So a lot of thought went out into this design for sure. The wild boar is a symbol of mightiness, as a very popular and respectful animal in the Roman Empire, for sure. And the coat of arms is surrounded by a wreath of oak leaves. Wreath symbolizes loyalty, stability, and national unity. In mythology in ancient times, only people who wielded enormous power, spirit, and muscle or magic were allowed to wear it. So yes, indeed. And it does come in with a certificate of authenticity, and this is the packaging that you see with it. And they are limited to 25,000 pieces. So there is that. What an amazing piece in the next series. For those collecting these, it is quite exciting to see this continue. Obviously, the series will have to end at some point. When it will end, I don't know. But this brings you one step closer for those keeping up with the series. The next coin I'm going to bring out is the Amazing Beast series, the Germanic Beast. This appears to be something that's going to be occurring every 2 years. With the Fafnir coming out in 2020, here in 2022, you have the Fenrir, the Fenrir Beast. What an amazing thing, the Fenrir Beast, indeed, that you can see there. And these coins or these rounds specifically are quite amazing, because when put together, you can see the whole beast together in this whole set there. And this appears to have a reverse proof look to it. And they are limited to 25,000 pieces as well, but amazingly struck. And you can see the reverse proof pattern here, which is pretty amazing. And to give that sort of that real texture that you see there on the background, which is a little bit more faint in this case, but it is still there, and pretty amazingly indeed with that deep frosting. It really brings out the design for sure that you can see in the Fenrir. The Fenrir is a giant wolf with jaws reaching earth in the sky. And look at the ferociousness of those jaws. Heralding, and this is another long-awaited coin by collectors. And again, it's a fantasy coin because it has the 5 marks. It's a giant wolf and is heralding the fall of the divine world, raised in Asgard under the tutelage of Odin, and eventually bound by the magical yoke of Sleipnir. Fenrir suffered unimaginable torment. According to prophecy, an earthquake will destroy Sleipnir, and the freed Fenrir or slay Odin in a great battle between gods and giants, giving the beast eternal memory. The design of the next coin of the beast series continues the concept of the figure encompassing obverse and reverse, which when placed side by side give a picture of the whole design. The obverse of the coin shows the head and torso and of the mythical wolf. The reverse shows the torso of Fenrir and the symbol of the 2-headed eagle inherent in the Germania Mint. And you can see that is almost like a privy look to it, but it is definitely there. 25,000 pieces, and has a certificate and lens cap that protects the coin. And and you can see there as well, when the coins meet together, there is no rim. They just come together seamless there between the two. It's pretty amazing how they did this, how they make them come together while encompassing the, and you can see there's the obverse and reverse. Pretty remarkable indeed. And this special capsule as well too is pretty amazing to see there, but obviously they can be sold individually or in pairs like that you can see here. So let me know what you thought of these designs and these offerings from the Germania Mint. I'll post a link again to their website in the description below. And thanks to the Germania Mint for sending these along to me for review. And I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.